Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are in definitely test season now. We're getting new products in for the 2023 season. Graphite Design recently done a press release to say they had a new line coming.
Yeah.
They normally only release one shaft every year. The last few years it's been the XC, the HD. This year we have the CQ, the Conquest.
Conquest.
Nice.
Looks great.
Yeah, I was going to say the graphics are very premium
Gold. It will go well with like the all black drivers that I feel like are coming. Yes. Cut from a few companies,
Definitely.
Titleist being the first.
Graphite Design have a large matrix of shafts. Now they don't really discard shafts in their line, they just add to their line. They don't really it's not really a one in, one out sort of situation.
Yep.
Over time they may phase out some, but this is now into the matrix of probably 20 or 18 or so different shafts.
Wow.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So the differences in this shaft versus some of the previous ones, Matty Boy, we're looking at a fairly firm handle, fairly firm midsection, and then it kind of softens up a little bit in the tip section.
Okay.
So if you wanted to designate it by flight characteristics, which we don't love to do, because different people can deflect shafts in certain ways to make shafts not perform as intended in the catalogs, this would be a higher launch, shaft.
Gotcha.
And profile very similar to in their catalog TP and HD as well. Those would be the two we'd pick out.
Exactly. So the TP line that was out probably 5 or so years ago, the grey and white shaft, and
Matt Wolf uses it.
Yeah. Brooke Henderson had it for a long time in her driver. The Graphite Design HD, like you said, Mikey, the white and blue, which we reviewed a couple of years ago, Matty.
Remember that? Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So this has the same butt and midsection profile as those.
Yep.
It just has a slightly softer tip section.
We've gone, obviously my driver head, but lofted it down a little bit. I think that might actually pair well if this is a softer tip, higher launching shaft. You take a little loft off the head, maybe that kind of puts it in the sweet spot.
Definitely.
We'll find out.
We are testing it in the driver, but at some point I would like to put it through the test on a fairway, because this design characteristics to me screams fairway.
Oh, okay.
Or high launch driver if you're somebody who doesn't kind of create enough dynamic loft, or looking for a little bit more of an active tip section. But to me, fairway wood is what this screams.
Totally.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Cool. All righty, let's get a few sighters, see what it's looking like.
Felt good.
Very nice. Yeah, definitely a little bit of that high launch.
Looks high, yeah.
Yeah. Nice carry, 290. Probably high twos. Yeah, 28.
Okay.
Call speed's back up.
A little heel side. It's a little bit of a low strike.
Yeah. A fairway finder, you'd be okay with that one.
Be okay with it. Performed pretty well.
It's just that kind of hot one that like pull draws. That was really good, that one actually.
That was really good.
74 at 23.
I mean, it's a little offline, but yeah, it was good numbers.
High and handsome.
It's a great strike.
It's definitely got the straight shot. That was good. That's probably as good as I can hit that. Good strike, a little bit of a fade.
Okay, Matty Boy, nice job. Yeah, I think it's definitely a nice kind of shaft, but maybe not exactly what we would put you into. We were sort of holding on to the loft a little bit. Sometimes when we get shafts that deflect a little bit too much, what we tend to find is players like yourself tend to pull the handle a little bit.
So do this.
Yeah, when you get the shaft kind of lead deflection that way.
Okay.
So not surprised to see that dynamic loft down a little bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and there's another indicator is you had the shaft angle of attack down a little more than we would like. So yeah, just a shaft that I don't think is a great fit for you in the driver specifically.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be a better 3-wood shaft.
Better 3-wood shaft. Yeah, something where think about some of those clubs that have felt like they're going to be a little bit flat for you, something Stealth Plus-ish.
Yeah.
Where you can almost have to deliver a little bit more loft, and this would certainly help you do that. But this is at match speed, guys. I think if we were looking at the average 100-mile-an-hour player who's looking for a bit more carry, yes, this would definitely be something that you would want to experiment with.
Yeah.
You know, it's a profile that we will do a lot with.
Yeah. This will be on the wall for demo for sure. I mean, it screams fairway wood shaft. We were reading earlier, Tony Finau tried it at one of the tour events of the fall series. So, you know, if those guys are putting in fairway woods, you know, it means that it must be that kind of profile in a way. So yeah, this will be in all our studios for sure.
Definitely. And it's, you know, it's the next wave of advanced materials that, that Graphite Design, who tend to, you know, be one of the companies certainly that lead the way with the advanced Toray, you know, carbon sort of really high modulus graphite that they're putting in these shafts. So, you know, they have found another sort of layer of technology to go into it, making that butt section a little bit stiffer again. Yeah. Just for the players who like to load it, but also have the tip section release a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit of a unique thing that they didn't, I guess, quite have. As you said, they have a lot of shafts, but I guess they didn't quite have this exact flavor. Yep. And there'll be a bunch of players that it will fit quite well.
Definitely. That's it. And I think as much as even you see some overlapping profiles, I think the important part is that material advancement. Okay. Right. So you're getting into the newer materials. You're using more carbon, more thread. You're using less resin. That's the holy grail of kind of designing and developing and manufacturing shafts. Is we put better ingredients in there for a better result.
Very cool. Yeah. No, I would definitely try that in the future in a 3-wood or a 5-wood and. I think it would be quite nice.
We certainly have. I know we've got 7X down at the studio, so we'll be adding these to the wall. That's for sure. So I think I'd request an 8X. I was interested in this as a 5-wood shaft. Good. Playing the 5-wood at 42 inches at 7-wood length, and thinking that might be something that'd be quite good. So
yeah, nice.
I think we will do more follow up with this. I think specifically in the fairway wood moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see that. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Okay. Guys, as we said, more products coming through the door now for the kind of release. This is going to be a
January 11th?
January 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2023 release just before the PGA show. That's very typical of Graphite Design to come out just before the sort of official launch at the PGA show. So we'll be probably just the week of Sony Open, something around that. Yeah, cool. Be in and around there. Cool. Thanks. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We'll test it again as a fairway wood shaft. See what we think and see how it pairs up with the 2023 heads that are on offer. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you again soon.